Well, the first day of October is here, and the last day of the trading week is not a disappointment. All the major indices were up today, and then we have some news from Merck on an oral COVID treatment and some breaking news on Rivian as well for this video, so stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to the TipRanks YouTube channel. I'm Richard Allen. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. We're going to talk about the major indices in this video, but also Merck stock jumping over 8% after hours because of a phase 3 trial on a COVID antiviral treatment, an oral drug that is massively effective, showing some real promise, and I think there's going to be a lot of room for Merck to run over the next few days. And then we're going to talk about some breaking news from Rivian as well. But let's jump right over, talk about the major indices first. The Dow climbs 480 points, and the NASDAQ snaps a 5-day losing streak as stocks rebound to start October. Remember, we talked about it yesterday. September is traditionally the worst month, and that wasn't a disappointment for the Dow and the NASDAQ. Worst month of the year so far last month, and the S&P had its worst month since March, falling almost 5% overall. So it was a bad month overall for the major indices, but the crash is over. We talked about the crash is over. I just saw a comment. It's like, what crash? Well, it was the worst month of the year so far for at least two of the major indices. So it was a bad month. But the Dow Jones was up 1.43%. The S&P was up 1.2%. And the NASDAQ was up 0.8% today. So that was big news there. If we jump over to Merck, shares of Merck jumped close to 8.5% after hours after the drug maker and Ridgeback Biotherapeutics said their oral antiviral treatment for COVID-19 reduced the risk of hospitalization or death by 50% for patients with mild or moderate cases of COVID-19. The company's plans to seek emergency authorization for the treatment, and honestly, they'll probably get it. This is an astounding treatment. I'm really excited for this because it isn't only probably going to be effective against COVID-19, but other viruses as well. So this is big news for Merck. If we take a peek at what the analysts have to say about Merck, Merck is a moderate buy based on 8 ratings, 5 buys, 3 holds, with an average upside of 22.5%. But I'm expecting that next week will be a great week for Merck. They might even surpass this $92 per share. Good news for Merck. Guys, look at this breaking news just a few minutes ago. Electric vehicle maker Rivian files to go public. Now, this has been something that we've been anticipating for quite a long time, and they're thinking, I mean, the valuation is probably going to be pretty crazy, but if you look at the paperwork shows that Rivian is having a $994 million net loss on zero revenue in the first 6 months of 2021. The company's net loss in 2020 was 1.02 billion. So I almost said 100 billion. That would be terrible. Probably cancel your business now. But $1 billion in losses last year, and already $1 billion in the first 6 months of this year. But this is going to be a growth company. They're going to be ramping up like crazy. This is both an Amazon and a Ford-backed company. They each own over 5% of Rivian. So this is a big deal. Let me know if you're going to be excited about ticker symbol RIVN. Do you think this is going to be a huge deal? I really do, but I think it's going to be dependent on the price of their IPO and the valuation that they're seeking. I've seen some crazy numbers out there from Rivian, but they have some big customers and some big ownership from Amazon and Ford. So I think it could be a big winner for this company for sure. So let me know how you guys feel about Rivian, about Merck, and about the overall market. Do you think October is going to be better than September? I think it will, but I totally could be wrong. You never know. Guys, thank you so much for joining me for another video. I would love to hear from you down in the comments. As always, if you learned anything new or found any value in this video at all, let me know by hitting that subscribe button and the like button down below, and I'll see you in the next one.